What's up, gamers?
Hey.
We just watched the Microsoft's E3 presentation, and I gotta say, I think we were all pretty impressed with it.
Yeah.
Like, from start to finish, it was fast-paced, announcements, world premieres, console releases, all the way through.
It's nice sitting through an E3 conference and not having someone talk to you about FIFA for like half an hour.
That was the kind of like the EA thing.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like, that is just go, like, constant franchises. Like, so many games that, like, a whole lot of people are going to be like, I'm getting that right away. I'm sure there's a lot of people who every single game on that list, they're like, I want to fucking get.
Yeah.
Because it's nuts.
And it was, I don't know, it was almost like too much information. Like,
it's a lot to process.
The Halo thing right at the beginning, because I love Halo, and I was super stoked to see the announcement trailer for Halo 6. And I remember how they announced Halo 4 and how hyped that was.
Yeah.
So the fact that, like, I'm sitting here with that thing that they did for Halo Infinite, and I'm like, is this a new game? Is this Halo 6? What is this? And the fact that it just like went right over my head kind of pisses me off, because I'm like, at one point this was the game that they finished the conference with, that people went crazy, and now it's just like a little like, oh, here's a new engine we created, and then like
we are working on this.
yeah,
don't worry.
so this is coming. So yeah, and then it's like they don't even say what it's gonna be at all, and it's like kind of a piss off, you know? Like, at least Metroid 4 had a 4 there, so it's like, alright, Metroid 4. No, it's just like Halo Infinite and then nothing else.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is it supposed to be? So I don't know, I'm kind of upset, but I'm looking online, people are saying it was the Halo 6 trailer.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you think you have to remember, Halo is like Microsoft's golden child in a lot of ways, and the last couple installments were disappointments, to say the least.
Yeah.
So I think it's good that they're maybe taking their time and being a little bit more cautious with this one.
I think there's a high likelihood that because we didn't see much of the game, it's because they don't have much to show. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If there's any takeaway from that, and this is a bit unfortunate, it's that we probably won't be seeing Halo Infinite for a while. But what I'm hoping, what would be kind of nice, is Xbox is going to spend some time showing these games, probably on the E3 show floor and on a stream as well. So I think you'll probably will get more information about Halo Infinite in the coming days, but I'm thinking it's likely that the information is going to be kind of skimpy, and it's going to be like, it's not coming for a while. So
I mean, unless they pull Mass Effect Andromeda on you and they don't show you anything, and then they release the game.
Yeah,
it's like, wow.
which is a bad spell in and of itself, right? Like, that's never worked out for anybody.
Yeah.
But you're totally right. The conference was just like back to back. I'm looking back at the list we have and was like, oh my god, there's so much
I
stuff.
can barely keep track of it all.
Yeah, so they opened things up with Halo Infinite, but they also closed things off after their goodbye with, was it Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk 2077.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I love CD Projekt Red ever since I played The Witcher 3. Just an incredible game. Basically no other RPG like it as far as I'm concerned. I'm very interested to see how a studio like that, with such a small committed team to making incredible games, will handle a sci-fi universe as opposed to a fantasy universe. Because we've had Mass Effect, right, which was another amazing sci-fi RPG, with the exception of Andromeda.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited to see how they do. I think it could be really good. They've been teasing it for years. Like, I think they've had like one like teaser trailer back like almost 10 years ago now, and then there was another one a couple years ago.
But those are both just like cinematic.
Yeah,
like, nothing like what we just saw.
Yeah, no, like what we just saw was basically the most we've ever known about Cyberpunk. And there's really not a whole lot I can say about it other than I think it's a really cool thing that they closed the conference with that. I love the way they did it. I don't know if that was cinematic or any of that was in-engine. I don't think it was, but I could be wrong.
Know, yeah.
Usually it says at the beginning.
Yeah, I didn't pick that up.
I think
because they were doing that like that red scrolly stuff, like the operating system style.
It looked to be in-engine though. Like it looked,
some of it definitely looks like it could have been. So
I've heard it's also going to have some multiplayer support as well.
Really?
Yeah, so that could be really cool. But yeah, they are. Well, I don't know if you'd call them a small team anymore. Like, they've really grown since they're like.
Yeah, I mean, but still smaller than like most AAA titles.
Yeah, they're like they're in the middle of that AAA and like an indie company.
Yeah, they're definitely not an indie.
No,
company,
I wouldn't call them an indie company.
But they're large enough to be like a big hitter, but small enough that you're not getting EA quality
Yeah.
of like inconsistency in a lot of ways. Yes. There's a huge list here. What are you going to talk about, Matt?
Actually, I think one of the really big announcements that of all the games that were in there, which obviously were a lot, I think Forza Horizon 4 is something that a lot of people are going to be really excited for. By the looks of it, it's interesting because if you've ever watched like gameplay of Forza Horizon 3, just like driving down the roads or something, and then kind of compare it with that, it does look very similar. It looks like a lot of the changes between 3 and 4 are going to be those big new features that they are announcing, like being in England. So are they going to Japan too, or is it just in Britain? I wasn't
It
listening
looked like
as
it was
much.
just
the
Britain.
gameplay we saw was just
Maybe
I
there'll
only
be
saw
some
fences.
DLC. I think there'll be some DLC.
Yeah,
is
I'm
my
sure
theory.
there will.
Yeah,
But there are some improvements to the gameplay that we saw. Like we were busting through those kind of brick or those stone fences and everything, which is kind of cool. Like more interaction with the environment. The seasons I think is a big change, and also the difference between Forza Horizon 3 and 4's kind of multiplayer interaction was it would basically take other people's gamer tags but put them over AI cars, whereas this one looks like it's going to be more like the Need for Speed style, where it's actually everybody's in the same world.
All real players all driving together all the time.
Yeah, which is really cool and what's kind of needed. So it looks like they're just taking Forza Horizon 3 and taking what was good about it and really pushing it up a level with Forza Horizon 4, which I think is super exciting.
And it's on Game Pass.
And it's on Game Pass. Game Pass, which is I think we were all saying just as the conference was going on, like we're all getting Game Pass.
I'm getting Game Pass.
They just sold Game Pass to every single person in that audience.
Yeah. Like just the fact that you get all these exclusives at launch, plus the big library of 100+ games,
it pays for it.
And
it really does pay for itself.
Can I present a theory to you guys?
A game theory?
Shut up.
Are they going to take over our souls with Game Pass? Is that the play?
Well, so just think about this. Think about the evolution, and this is going to sound kind of weird. Think about the evolution from buying music on iTunes versus using Apple Music or Spotify and getting access to any song you want. Like with the volume of games that are coming out, especially with how difficult they can be to afford, it kind of makes sense to go in that direction with Game Pass. That the majority of Microsoft's big releases that they want you to play are in a subscription basis.
Yeah.
That's the way that you see a lot of digital content going. The Microsoft Office does that. Music streaming does that.
Movies
I'm sure.
are the
exactly.
beacon of that.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think like this kind of thing. I'm always interested in, like how technology and communication and stuff like that is going to progress. But like I find that super interesting that Game Pass has become such a prominent thing. Like Gold is an account that almost everybody has because you kind of need Gold. But I feel like it's going to come to a point to be able to access the majority of those games, you're just going to have to get Game Pass, which is really interesting when you think about it, and I think that's actually pretty cool.
I think there's the consistency there, because as opposed to like banking on someone maybe buying a lot of games over a year, there's a better chance they might buy the things they're interested in.
Yeah.
But this way you get that guaranteed $100 from somebody, whoever owns an Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Guaranteed, basically, if you can sell them on Game Pass.
Yeah, it probably averages out to where they would make more money in the end.
Yeah, I mean they wouldn't do a system like that if it didn't make them more money, right? It's like people question how Spotify is able to make money and give those artists that money.
They don't
as well.
make money.
Yeah.
For the record, yeah.
Yeah,
The artists sure as shit don't.
Yeah.
I could talk about that, but that's not
not
here. Yeah.
So I guess
this is a game theory.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to pull it back on topic, Peter, was there anything in the conference there that really stood out to you that you wanted?
Oh man.
Pick one. You get one, and I bet it's Gears of War Pump.
Yeah, they had the Gears logo. I was like, man, the Walmart leak is real. Gears 5. And then you see that pop figure.
Oh,
No! 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 This is a mobile game! No, this is a joke, right? You're memeing. Give me the one shot.
Gears.
No! Gears pop. Why? Microsoft. No!
we gotta talk about it soon.
Get that smile off your face! Like,
Oh my god.
my god.
You guys'
Through, like,
reaction?
the Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like.
You guys' reaction honestly scared the fuck out of me because I was on my computer like live tweeting all this shit, right? And then all of a sudden, all I hear is like, "What the fuck?" And I look over, and there's those little black-eyed, big-head motherfuckers standing there. I'm like, "What is going on right
Well,
now?"
Gears is like a franchise built around bloody giant men in armor. Yeah, then you're converting into a pop franchise?
And of all franchises in the world, Pop Funko is fucking connected with so many different franchises over so many different forms of media, and the first Pop video game is gonna be Gears of War. Kill me.
It's gonna be like the Lego games almost.
Oh, my God. Oh, what a bad future. What a bad future indeed.
Lego Pop Gears of War.
What if the Pop game is actually really good? The
No,
mobile
it
game.
can't be. I'm in
Yeah.
denial if that's true.
Yeah. So, did we get any more information about Gears Pop? I know that's not what you want to fucking talk
No,
about
we
here,
didn't
but-
really. They're kind of just like, it's coming to mobile, I think. Then
Yeah.
they quickly pushed on to
All
Gears
right.
Tactics, which is like a XCOM looking game for PC. And
Yeah.
then finally, what they should have started with,
Yeah, tell
Gears
me about it.
5.
They totally played us, man. They played us for fools.
They play out.
They absolutely did. But it's so weird, like, that had a conference that had such great pacing up until that moment.
Yeah.
Like, stopped the conference dead in its tracks.
Yeah.
Some marketer thought that up. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
It works so well.
Today's meme economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the memes that are going to come from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gears 5, it looks interesting. Gears 4, I didn't really like too much. It was okay, nothing special. But the enemies looked pretty interesting in there. There looked to be some good variety in setting, enemies, and we'll see if they actually can pull out a good story somehow.
I can't wait to see all the man children complaining that the protagonist is a female.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
fucking babies on the internet who can't handle that shit.
You know what? At least they got a number on their game, alright?
Gears Infinite.
Infinite possibility.
Did anybody find the choice of calling it Halo Infinite really weird? It's like it's almost like
Not
a
at all.
trend.
Well, like, depending how, like, the story seems to be going, I could see that maybe fitting in, like, but...
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, well, I mean, Halo 5, at the end, they're on the Infinity, presumably the only free ship in the entire galaxy
Yeah.
left. So,
Yeah.
kind of makes sense. It would have made more sense to say Infinity, but I'm pretty sure Halo Infinity is already a thing. So,
I mean,
And
I feel like
mobile.
there's probably some fatigue when you like have a series that goes on and you just say Halo 5, Halo 6, Halo 7,
Yeah.
Halo
Yeah.
8.
But I mean, even just for transparity's sake, just at least let's throw a 6 in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like how it was Halo 5 Guardians. Why couldn't it be Halo 6 Infinite?
yeah, what? Why the fuck could it not have been?
Yeah.
Oh my
Poor
goodness.
Evan, man. This is really tearing you apart. I feel like you've got the most like conflicted emotional state out of any of us right now because we're all just like, yeah, Jump Force, yeah, Forza Horizon, and you're just like Halo Infinite.
Man, Jump Force threw me for a loop,
Yeah.
too. I was watching the intro and I was like, hey, it's the One Piece ship. And then it was actually One Piece. I
Yeah,
just did
and we were
not
like,
expect
oh,
that.
that's pretty cool. And then Naruto shows up, and they're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then Goku walks in, and I was like, ah! Yeah, sorry, that probably sounds really terrible.
Yeah, it's
on
not
the
going to
microphone.
do so great.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll
It's
be
okay.
fine.
They'll understand the hype. They'll understand
Just
the hype.
flash my actual reaction, because I wasn't even supposed to be watching. I was just doing my own shit. And I look up and I see Goku's ass walking in there, and I'm like, what the fuck? So that's pretty cool as well.
For sure.
I think the other big reaction we had from the conference was just the amount of non-Microsoft games showcased there.
Yeah.
Like, here, I'll just list off a few here. Kingdom Hearts, Division 2, Tomb Raider, DMC, Fallout, Just Cause 4. That's just a couple.
Yeah.
Don't get me talking.
They literally like just stole the thunder from
Howard
everybody
comes
else.
strolling out.
And you gotta understand, like, obviously those
pre-cummed all over.
obviously all of those
Get you
companies are
Don't listen
implicit
to
in
that,
that.
Ken.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, all of those companies had to sign off on that. So it really begs the question, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Bethesda, what the fuck are they going to do in those conferences?
They either are using it to like explain more about the games, or they
Yeah.
got even bigger shit they're
I
ready
think
to
that's
drop.
either way, it's going to be a big deal.
Maybe
because
maybe they're trying to like create traction. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because I feel like if they're using Microsoft's time to announce those games, like it sounds like what you guys are saying, it's going to be big either way. It's either going to be that they're using their time to elaborate on those games more, which makes sense in theory, or they're going to be announcing a lot of bigger stuff. Either way, it's like
for sure.
if they're spending that time announcing things, then they've given Microsoft a lot of power, which is really interesting if you think about it. Like they've given Microsoft basically the opportunity to, as people say, and I find it really annoying, quote unquote, win E3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Honestly, it's just going to have to be something we see with the other conferences coming up. So be sure to tune into those. We're going to be having our E3 reactions coming up real soon.
Yeah, we gotta wrap this up, but thanks for listening. There's a lot of stuff we didn't cover, obviously. Like, I want to see Tunic and like a lot of that other stuff, but we can't talk about that right now. So thank you so much, guys, and we've been Live Connection, and we'll see you real soon.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.